Hello and welcome to the 31st. How's it going? I'm doing well, thank you. With Pokemon Legends Arceus just around the corner, it seems like we're going to get an answer to one of the oldest mysteries in all of Pokemon. What is a Pokeball and how does it work? Now, there is a little caveat to that. Obviously, what we're going to see in Pokemon Legends Arceus aren't exactly the same as the modern Pokeballs we're used to. They're going to involve far less electronics and technology, probably a more natural version of a phenomenon which the modern Pokeballs have recreated artificially. But with that out of the way, I'm actually going to be giving my thoughts, my answer to the mystery, just before we get the real answer, right? This is a theory just before we actually, hopefully, find out the real thing. And really, it all started with the release of this little trailer. Hisuian Voltorb showed us something that we really weren't expecting when it came to Pokemon Legends Arceus, and that was a potential answer to this mystery. A lot of people have been looking at Voltorb and the Pokeball throughout history. Obviously, they have the connection through the Dex entries. And when Hisuian Voltorb was announced and revealed, a lot of people jumped to the conclusion that it was a result of Pokeball creation in the same way that modern Voltorb is theorized to be. However, I see it slightly differently. In Hisuian Voltorb, we have this Pokemon that is quite literally a hollow ball. I mean, you can see it on the artwork. Those are just holes and not real eyeballs. But somehow it contains an unquantifiable amount of seeds that it can just fire out of its body. And so when I, heard that, my mind actually went in the complete opposite direction. What I believe is going on here is people saw Hisuian Voltorb, they saw that it could contain all these seeds, right? It was like a portal to another world inside itself that it could store things in, and they thought that sounds like a brilliant idea. They put two and two together in that way. It gave them this idea, and that's why they're modeled after the Voltorbs, because of, that inspiration. But then how exactly do they work? How are they able to replicate, what's going on inside a Voltorb in this Pokeball? Well, I think it's got something to do with apricorns and something to do with these, I believe they're called tumblestones, that are involved in the crafting in Pokemon Legends Arceus. What I imagine is going on here is that it's not exactly one-to-one between Voltorb and the Pokeballs, more like they've just found a way of doing a similar thing. So right now, I am going to cross canons a bit, but I think it is sort of justified. I believe there's some sort of crossover between the games and the anime, the movies, the other media, with this sort of thing, and that's the idea of Pokemon being stored inside stones. We saw it in the Lucario movie, where Lucario was trapped inside a gemstone, and something to do with the tree. I don't really remember the movie much, but you get the idea. Pokemon can be stored inside rocks, and obviously, as we said, there is going to be some element of stone involved in the creation of these Pokeballs, right? These tumblestones of varying colours. And it is hard to say what they'll be used for. Obviously, like we said, there are different colours, and we have seen different colours of these old-timey Pokeballs. So it could just simply be an aesthetic thing, that there's one kind of apricorn in Hisui, and the rocks add a colourful flavour. Or it could be that the different rocks are involved in the capturing of the Pokemon and allow for different types of Pokemon, right? These different coloured rocks may be having different abilities. The red ones being standard, the black ones, I think they're heavy balls, I can't remember, they do something else. But as I said, it wouldn't be the first time we've seen something like this, and I think it's a fairly decent idea. I don't know, you'll have to let me know what you think in the comments below. I do certainly think that it's the way round that I mentioned in terms of Voltorb and the Pokeball, and I think it's definitely possible that these stones are the capturing element, what allows Pokemon to be caught inside the balls. But I mean, beyond that, I don't really have a lot of evidence. It's a very quick, very simple theory just before the release of the games, just to get my thoughts out on the subject before we get hopefully before we get an actual answer. And as I said at the beginning, there is definitely a difference between the modern Pokeballs with electronics and technology. But yeah, you have to let me know what you thought in the comments below. What do you think? Are you excited for the games? Because I damn well am, and it's so close now. We are a week away. With all that said, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, do the things that, show me some love. That's all I'm asking. And, yeah. Goodbye.